Attention passionate Chicago, Bears fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Chicago Bears' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Chicago Bears fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Chicago Bears fans. Let's get to the news. Now, folks, if you've been paying close attention to what's happening in the NFL, especially in the NFC North, you already know that the Chicago Bears are making strategic moves to reshape their roster and set themselves up for a more competitive 2025 season. One of the most significant developments recently was the signing of Jamaal Williams, a move that could have profound implications not only for the team's running game, but also for their overall offensive identity moving forward. For months now, the Bears have been navigating the complex waters of the offseason, trying to shore up their weaknesses and build a roster that can compete at a higher level. And the running back position has been a major point of focus. After all, the Bears' offense in recent years has struggled to find that consistent, reliable presence in the backfield that can carry the load, especially in short yardage situations and near the goal line. They've known this for some time, and that's why the signing of Jamaal Williams is so intriguing. It's not just about adding another player. It's about addressing a critical need with a proven veteran who has demonstrated his value in the NFL. Looking back at the draft, the Bears initially aimed to bolster their backfield by targeting Ashton Jeanty, a dynamic young running back who showed a lot of promise in college. Unfortunately, fate had different plans because the Las Vegas Raiders swooped in and drafted Jeanty before the Bears had the chance. That was a real disappointment because many around the league saw Jeanty as a perfect fit for what the Bears needed, someone youthful, explosive, and versatile. But the Bears didn't let that setback derail their plans. Instead, they made a smart pivot and drafted Colston Loveland, a tight end with upside, and later added Kyle Monangai in the 7th round, a player with the potential to develop into a reliable, even dominant force in their backfield down the line. But as most of you Bears fans know, rookies, especially 7th-round picks like Monangai, often need time to adjust and translate their college success into NFL production. The leap from college to the pros is huge, and it can take a season or even more before a player truly hits their stride. That's why the team's focus on acquiring a veteran back who can step in immediately and make an impact is so critical. Enter Jamaal Williams. Williams, a seasoned NFL veteran with 8 seasons under his belt, has established himself as a reliable, hard-nosed runner. Over his career, he's amassed over 200 rushing yards and scored 32 touchdowns, numbers that speak to his consistency and toughness. But what really makes Williams stand out is his ability to be a dual threat. Not only has he been a force on the ground, rushing for more than 200 yards, but he's also shown flashes of receiving ability, racking up over 300 receiving yards and 8 touchdowns through the air. This kind of versatility is exactly what the Bears need to complement DeAndre Swift, their dynamic young back, and add a layer of physicality that can be crucial in tight, high-stakes moments. And here's the kicker, Williams isn't just any veteran. His previous stint with the Detroit Lions under the offensive coordination of Ben Johnson, the Bears' new head coach, makes this signing even more appealing. Williams thrived in Johnson's offense, especially during the 2022 season, when he rushed for 66 yards and 17 touchdowns over 262 attempts. That season was arguably Williams' best, and it showcased his ability to handle a heavy workload while producing at a high level. Now, with Johnson back in Chicago, the hope is that Williams can recapture that form and bring some of that offensive firepower to the Bears' backfield. Of course, Williams is now 30 years old, and in the NFL, that's often considered the twilight years for a running back. But don't let his age fool you. The veteran still has plenty to offer, especially if he's motivated and in a system tailored to his strengths. The Bears' coaching staff, led by Johnson, will be tasked with ensuring Williams stays fresh and productive. If they can get even a fraction of his 2022 production out of him this upcoming season, it could be a game changer for Chicago. His presence will not only boost the running game, but also open up more opportunities for DeAndre Swift, who is already a talented and promising young player. This move also signals a shift in the Bears' offensive philosophy, emphasizing a more physical, balanced attack. With Williams, the team gains a player who can wear down defenses and punch in tough yards when needed. The combination of Williams and Swift has the potential to be one of the most formidable backfields in the NFC North, and it's a clear message that Chicago is serious about competing at a higher level in 2025. Now, to understand the full scope of this signing, you have to consider the context of the NFC North and the division's recent shifts. The Green Bay Packers, for example, have undergone major changes with Jordan Love now leading the team after Aaron Rodgers' departure. The Minnesota Vikings have a new look with their roster, and the Detroit Lions are building on their recent success with an aggressive approach and talented players like Jared Goff leading the way. In such a competitive environment, the Bears know they can't afford to fall behind, especially when it comes to the running game, which is so vital in controlling the clock and setting up the passing attack. The signing of Jamaal Williams isn't just about adding a veteran presence, it's about making a statement. The Bears are building a team that values versatility, physicality, and experience, and Williams embodies all of those qualities. His familiarity with Ben Johnson's offense and his proven track record make him an ideal fit. Plus, at 30, he still has enough gas in the tank to contribute significantly, especially if he remains motivated and healthy. The fans in Chicago should be quite excited about this move, because it addresses a glaring need with a player who has proven his worth in the league. It also adds an element of toughness that has been missing from the Bears' offense for some time. Now, with Williams in the fold, the Bears' running game could become a true strength, giving Caleb Williams, the young quarterback, more confidence to develop and thrive behind a more balanced, powerful offense. Of course, this signing also raises some questions about the team's overall direction. Will the Bears prioritize the run game even more in their game plans? How will Williams fit into the offensive scheme alongside Swift? And what kind of impact can we realistically expect from him in 2025? These are questions that the coaching staff will be working on in the coming weeks as they finalize their roster and prepare for training camp. But one thing is clear, the Bears are serious about competing and are making strategic moves to ensure they're not just in the conversation but are serious contenders. The signing of Jamaal Williams is a statement move, one that signals their intent to build a tough, physical, and versatile offense that can challenge the best defenses in the league. It's a move that could pay dividends quickly and help propel Chicago back into playoff contention. Now, for all the Bears fans out there, this is an exciting time. The team is making bold moves, and the future looks promising. The addition of a player like Jamaal Williams, especially given his familiarity with the coach, his production, and his leadership qualities, could be exactly what the Bears need to take that next step toward a Super Bowl run. With a balanced offense, a promising young quarterback, and a defense that's always striving to improve, Chicago is positioning itself as a team to watch in the NFC. And remember, this is just the beginning. The offseason is still unfolding, and there will be more moves, more signings, and perhaps even some surprises along the way. But for now, the focus is on Jamaal Williams and what he can bring to the Chicago Bears in 2025. It's a move that has fans buzzing, analysts analyzing, and opponents taking notice. The NFC North is heating up, and the Bears are clearly ready to fight for their spot at the top. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Chicago Bears news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. So in summary, the signing of Jamaal Williams is more than just a roster addition. It's a strategic move, a statement of intent, and a hope that with his physical style and proven production, the Bears can elevate their running game and ultimately their entire offense. It's about building a team that can grind out tough games, control the clock, and put pressure on defenses across the league. The Bears are not just looking to compete, they're aiming to dominate, and this signing is a clear signal that they're serious about it. Fans should be optimistic, because this move could be the spark that ignites their 2025 season and helps them chase that elusive Super Bowl title once again. Now, I want to hear from you, Bears fans. What do you think about Jamaal Williams joining the team? Do you believe he can recapture that 2022 form and be a key piece for Chicago? Are you excited about the direction the team is heading? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because your opinion matters so much to us and to the Chicago Bears. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Chicago Bears news. Thanks for being with us, and as always, bear down.